They are changing the nature of human from a purely, if you like, biological entity into a synthetic biological entity. This is why one of the biggest growing disciplines of science is called synbio, synthetic biology. When Aldous Huxley said in his book, Brave New World in 1932, that he described a world, in apparently a novel, where people were no longer going to be able to procreate, and that procreation, a creation of the species, would be done technologically and artificial wombs and other things. It was perceived at the time and since to be a novel, just imagination. Because the question was, how would he know in 1932, right? Well, it just so happens that the technology he described is now coming online. And this is why it's so important to understand these two worlds. The world of the population, which includes the vast, vast, overwhelming majority of orthodox mainstream scientists, by the way, and doctors, big time. Keep them in ignorance as well. You have to. And you've got the cult, which is passing over this highly advanced knowledge about technological possibility and the nature of reality, all of it. So, if you look at how this technology now is playing out, there's never a time anymore where people are sitting around a table strumming their fingers, saying, we've got to wait for the next technological development discovery before we can move on with our control system. No, no, no. It's coming out faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Advancement on advancement on advancement on advancement. Because it's already there. It's in the underground bases. It's in the secret projects. And so the understanding that the population's perception of the timeline of technological knowledge and the cult's timeline of technological knowledge is totally bloody different. What they're doing is and it's all about perception again, is they're playing out these technological advances in a sequence, which is getting to the end game. A very simple part of the sequence. First of all, you give them phones that are just phones, mobile phones, okay? Then you give them smartphones, which start to dominate their lives. And this technology is holdable technology. You can hold it. Then, totalitarian tiptoe, you go to technology on the body, smartwatches, all this stuff that goes on. Because what you're going towards in a sequence, softly, softly, catchy monkey, is inside the body, which is what, of course, is happening now. So you talk about, you look at George Orwell in 1984, the book 1984, where he's predicting technology that is now happening that was absolutely sci-fi then. Like the telescreens and all that stuff, which are looking at you in your own home. We call them smart TVs now. And so the novel, the Brave New World novel of Aldous Huxley, it was an insider family. Julian Huxley, his brother, was a eugenicist and the first head of UNESCO, the United Nations. They would have had access and knowledge that this technology was coming. And so what was he talking about? He was talking about the end of parenthood and the creation of the species via world state hatcheries, as he called them, and that the children would be brought up by the state. There would be no parents.
Some say that's happening now.
Exactly what's happening now. You see, look, see, all these dots connect if people would only open their minds. You have had, and I've been involved in some of these cases, they are bloody horrific. You've had more and more and more children taken from their parents on spurious reasons. Now, if there's violence against the child, I'm the first one to say get them out. But that's not what so many people are being taken. Children are being taken from their parents for spurious reasons by social services, etc. Not just in this country either. Enormous increases over the years that we've seen. And you look how much more control the state has over kids and what happens to them. You now get fined if you're a parent and you want to take your child out of school to take them on holiday because it's cheaper then. More and more control of kids. This is the totalitarian tiptoe, the movement, step by step, to complete state control of children. They've tried to bring in things like state guardians of children that oversee their upbringing. Look at it. It's in your face, and so they are moving towards this non-procreating human. And what is one of the massive effects that's been documented by people outside of the mainstream, including doctors and scientists, of this fake jab? The effect on fertility in men and women, right?
Yeah.
This, and I'll tell you this, and this is a challenging thing to say. And a lot of people won't like it, but let's just be open and just say what we think and what we've researched. A lot of kids today who've had the jab, when they get to childbearing age, are going to find they can't. Right? That's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. While we're arguing over whether Trump gets in or Harris, wake the hell up, people. Not least those who claim to be telling us what's going on. So this is what transgenderism is all about. You see, before you can physically transform something, you have to perceptually transform something. Now, another reason that they want to get rid of old people as fast as possible is because people like me, I was born in 1952, we have a radar. We have something to compare the current world with. And we can see, therefore, what is happening in terms of extremes. What we tend to do when we're born into the world is the world that we're born into is our normal. The kids today, the young kids that are being born now and those who are young, the world that those born in 1952 see as extreme and fantastic in terms of its control, that's their normal. They've not known anything else. So all this transgenderism and all this technological manipulation, the AI, all of it, it's absolutely focused. I mean, it's focused on everybody to an extent, but it's really focused on the young. Because the young are going to be the adults when they want to bring in this full blown. And a lot of the older people, I mean, I'm 72 now, are going to be gone, I'm not going to be gone, I won't give them the satisfaction, but there you go. But anyway, so that's why they're focusing on the young.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.